Hello. Give me 1 second. Oh boy. Okay, so quick stream check should be good. Um, all right, let's get started. So pretty simple. Today's part three of investigations. So let's just continue. So last time, we were allowed to just investigate around the crime scene. I don't know how good my voice feels today, so I might not read everything. I've heard that the youth of today don't know a particle from a participle. I don't know. No, please don't go get confusing people with made-up words, Mr. Edgeworth. I've never heard of such a silly word as participle. Case in point. Let's check the murder scene. What floors does this elevator service? Only the first and the second, although it can also go down to the cargo hold. However, that requires a flying crew keycard. So the only floors accessible to passengers are the first and second, huh? There's an elevator on a plane. Maybe I'm too poor to understand this. I won't rest until I've inspected. Okay, yeah. He just says the same things every time. I doubt anyone was expecting to find a dead body in an elevator on this flight. So Mr. Hicks, he's really dead? Yes. She's trembling, although I can't fault her for that when there's a corpse right here. Mr. Hicks, if you're really dead, please answer yes. What? I see she's over the trembling now, although I knew symptoms seem to have appeared. Anyway, I should focus on victim spotting. Let's see. There's blood on the back of Mr. Hicks's head. Could this be the cause of death? He appears to have been struck very hard. Even his glasses are broken. This is probably the murder weapon. What is this sinister looking figure on the floor here? Oh, that's a piggy bank. Go company mascot. Captain Hugo. It's just one of the many pieces of merchandise we sell at our in-flight shop. This bank is a limited edition, and it's so popular we're down to our last one. You have an in-flight shop? Yes, it's just beyond the lounge to the right. The shutter to the store is closed at the moment, but it was open the whole flight up until Mr. Hicks' body was discovered. There's blood on here. Could it have been the murder weapon? I wonder what's hanging off his lanyard. Lanyard. There's something missing from this picture. Now, if only I could put my finger on it. From what picture? Hmm? There's something sticking out of his pocket. I hope you won't mind if I take a look at what's inside. Hmm? It's a picture. Looks like it was sticking inside inside a building somewhere. Hmm. Photo of Mr. Hicks's data jotted down in my organizer. Can I deduce anything? Nope. Oh yeah, there's a phone missing. Mr. Hicks's machine is nowhere to be found. His machine? His cell phone, Mr. Nero. Ah, so I guess it's because it's not here. Yes, I think we can safely deduce the killer took it. Missing cell phone that I jotted down. Okay. The victim supposedly had one, but it has gone missing. Did the killer take it? Money is strewn all over the floor of the elevator. I would guess it was all Mr. Hicks's wallet at some point. Okay, so I don't need to inspect the cards. There's no grape juice residue on the soles of his shoes, making it highly unlikely that Mr. Hicks entered this elevator after the turbulence. Yeah, that seems to be it. Can't really find any other yellow spots to click. There's some spilled grape juice right in front of the elevator. I assume it was spilled during the turbulence. Oh, we must clean that up or someone might get hurt. Aha! What is Mr. Edgeworth? I found some very important evidence. The footsteps.
Take that!
What is it? They're a little smudged, but I think we can both agree those are a set of footprints. So you think? Yes. This belongs for a killer. Well then, maybe we should check the shoe sizes of everyone in the first class. I don't think that will be of any help of us. Unfortunately, the prints are too smudged, which will make it hard to get a definitive match. Oh, I see. A pity that a bronze statue knows not when good drink has been spilled at its feet. This is a statue of our founder, Mr. Hugo Hughes, who was a big fan of grape juice. I'm sure he would be thrilled if he knew so much grape juice was there at his feet. Is that a hint of hero worshipping a detective? What or who is this? Founder, Goodyear Airlines, Mr. Hugo Hughes? I don't know how to pronounce that name. The one on the left is of when he was in his 40s, and the other is one of his 80s. He looks the same. The man aged out all over these 4 decades? Maybe I need to squint more. The in-flight shop is just beyond these shutters, but we don't have permission to open them, so I'm afraid I must leave them closed. There must still be some clues to be found here. Must remain vigilant. Glasses and candles turned disarray by the turbulence. It's been a while since I've seen this big of a mess. It's terribly embarrassing, but oh yeah, I'm hiding the text up top. I don't know why it's up top this time, but whatever. But I thought this was an earthquake for a second. And I frantically started searching for a gas valve to shut off. Because the shaking of the plane was bad enough to be mistaken for a real earthquake. Not I would know, since I wasn't conscious for most of it. He's toppled over a chair, yet another victim of the turbulence. Ah no, look at all that grape juice standing in the back. It may not look it, but this sure was extremely valuable. It was? Yes, it was used when the Rocker Palace came to tour on this plane. The Rocker Palace's leader sat in this very chair. I'm sorry, but what are these rocker pals? I can't believe you've never heard of them. They're all the rage. Rocker pals are an extremely popular international band. They added the pals part as they became more popular, especially among teens. Oh, that explains it. I'm not really one for the music of today. Maybe I should ask the Detective Gunshow about them later. On a second thought, I cannot really see how confusing the conversation would get. This grand piano is the part of the spine. It can play the music of whatever CD we inserted into the CD drive. That's not a piano, it's more like an overgrown music box. But its keys depress along with the music, as though there really is someone playing. Some people have entirely too much money to waste on overly complex toys. These bottles and glasses might have been broken by the turbulence. Got a bit of broken glass here. Please be careful when passing through the area. No matter how kind you are towards me, know that it does not clear any suspicion I have about you. I wasn't warning you for the sake of clearing my name. That seems to be it. Mr. Nero, I'd like to ask you about investigating the lounge. As long as you have the captain permission, you can pass a message along. Tell him I'm grateful for the spirit of cooperation. Professional press secretary? I think he's hard to do. Professional press secretary. Well, I guess it settles that. You didn't notice anything. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go find them together. Well, the victim. I was wondering if you noticed anything, Mr. Nero. Yes, I can notice sad atmosphere around there. It's a tragic crime. I mean, the poor man in budgeting to ruin insult. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Can probably say these two are connected. A statue with blood on it lying next to the body of a man who was beaten to death. I think I figured something out. Yes, what is it? Matches up the wound of his head. Well, aren't we deserving of the massive, the obvious title? Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Don't you think that's worth investigating? I just knew it. Oh, they don't go together? Whoops. They maybe connect. Yeah. True, there wasn't anyone else in the lounge other than myself right before the turbulence. But if the killer was in the elevator along with the victim, then that's a different story. Did I miss anything? Doesn't seem like it, so I probably have all of the evidence I need. There's some blood on one of the corners. Could this piggy bank be the murder weapon? It says Go Your Airlines. You know, I've seen it occur a lot recently and it's been bothering me greatly. But why do some brands think it's acceptable to simply smash two words together and call it a day? I suppose this already insert your coins. That's a safe for a piggy bank. It's made rather well. So well, in fact, I'm not sure there is a way to take your money out. Yeah, how do you take your money out? Is there anything you can show her? Nope. Hmm. Maybe these two connects. They do. I have it. I'm sorry, but I don't understand, Mr. Edgeworth. I can prove that someone other than myself was here around the time of the murder. What? Really? Yes, it's rather simple actually. The proof is in the pudding, or rather the grape juice in this case. These footsteps here confess to me this very fact, that someone exited the elevator alive. Seeing as how the victim is dead, that would mean a second person. But couldn't the footprints be from Mr. Higgs himself? But if you take a look at your victim's shoe, you can see the soles are spotless, which means Mr. Higgs wasn't alone in the elevator. In fact, it's quite the opposite. There was actually one other person inside the elevator. What's going on over there? What the fuck? Forgivable. This isn't forgivable. Understand what I'm saying? The movie is late. It is the same level of bad as the plane that arrived late. The plane arrived late, you said. For the movie. What? I will not talk to you anymore. You're just wasting my time. I need not to sit down. I'm sorry, but you're pretty innocent yet? I'd like I prove my innocence to you right now. What nonsense? Are you saying my eyewitness testimony is mistaken? Not mistaken, merely that there's room for doubt. I'd be most honored if you could please tell me what you saw in detail once more. Fine, suit yourself. Well, the needles on my pocket watch pointed to the 6 and the 12. The body was discovered 15 minutes later than the lounge, yes? Then the only person in the lounge at that time must be the criminal.
Hold it!
You able to get a good look at the inside of the elevator at that time? Of course, I saw what was inside. And you are sure the victim was in the elevator alone? Yes, the only person inside was Mr. Higgs's man. Mr. LeBlanc, what is it? There is a very glaring contradiction to your testimony. What do you mean? Please take a look at the area in front of the elevator. There are the spilled grape juice. Yes, and? Will you just mean also spilled with your blood? No, it spilled itself during the turbulence. But the interesting thing is here is the set of grape juice footprints. Footprints? Yes, the ones that lead from within the elevator out into the lounge itself. It's evidence that proves that someone other than Mr. Hicks exited the elevator alive. Oof. There must have been another person in the elevator, Mr. Hicks. Now then, I'm not playing games. Why don't you tell us the truth? Can you please translate for us? No way, that's literally impossible. I guess is what he said. I guess. I know there was no other person. I saw it with my own eyes. You want to know what I think, Mr. Edgeworth? I don't think Mr. LeBlanc is lying to us. Mr. LeBlanc, please, just once more, would you recall the details of what you witnessed for me? I was very upset when Mr. Hicks passed by my seat. I was always checking the time over and over again. I happened to follow that man with my eyes when he passed me. And I saw clearly into the elevator he was entering. But I swear there was no one else inside, no one.
Hold it!
I was always checking the time over and over again. Why were you so attentive to the time? Because something unforgivable was happening. You were yelling about something unforgivable here. I was giving complaint to the attendant about the movie starting time. Return back to me my time in money. You understand the point? Movie? Is it talking about the in-flight one that's mentioned in the magazine? I remember the plot and its starting time. Interesting. 6. They were supposed to show License to Love, Laugh, Meme, and Murder. I cannot see that movie in my country. You can only see it on international flight. I look greatly forward to that movie. I checked my pocket watch whenever possible so I would not miss it. I even set my pocket watch to destination time when I came on board. So my watch is not wrong. I matched the schedule. The movie was still late, very, very late. Your pocket watch. I'd like to ask you a little more about it, if that's alright. The movie that you mentioned, is it the one listed in the Sky magazine? Yes. I was so looking forward to watching License to Love. Was this movie shown on this flight? Yes, it was shown at the scheduled time. Isn't it possible you simply stepped through it by accident? Nonsense, you doubt me? Odd. How did it mean it's a movie he was clearly hoping to see? I checked my great number of times. Could it have been local time? To our departure time zone.
Hold it!
You sure about what you just tested, Mr. LeBlanc? Of course, I'm a very busy man. I'm immediately busy when I land. Many places I got no time to waste adjusting my pocket watch. I see, that was a very valuable statement you just made. Since you only happened to see him, it's supposed to be miss something at that glance. Even if I only happened, I did not miss a thing. Then how can you be so sure just because? I would appreciate if you didn't take my life so lightly as just simple just because. Well then, I was only making a joke. I saw Mr. Hicks, alright? And I saw clearly into the that he was entering.
Hold it!
Was it possible that someone was hiding inside? You didn't insult me, I have belief in my eyesight. When I look for it to so that great sight for the arts. Possible someone was outside behind my side. They're persistent, I tell that clearly. But I said there was no one else inside, no one. When I say I'm not wrong, I'm not wrong. I don't think he's lying either, but I think there must be a mistake about something. Yeah, I know what it is. Because he said the time as departure time, for the destination time, but the magazine is in departure time.
Objection!
Destination when I came on board. Now, if your watch has been set to your destination time zone, it would mean that your watch is displaying the time of our destination. Yes, and the correct time is worth 6 cents. I would like you to take a look at this. If you believe this Can magazine, clocks on this flight run in accordance with the time of our departure time zone. Of course, the movie schedule was also created with that in mind. Mr. Nero, for confirmation's sake, what time zone is the flight aligned to right now? Well, we made a short stop at a transfer point. That's right. It was in that small Asian country, the Republic of Zamfara. We didn't readjust our onboard clocks at that time. But right now we're still running on Virginian time. What? The time difference between Virginia and our destination is 9 hours. In that case, it's only natural that your watch would be out of sync with the schedule. Further, with your analog watch set to your destination time, it would appear to be running 3 hours fast when compared to the flight's onboard clocks. It also changes everything about your testimony, and you can bet 1,000,000 cents on that. In light of this information, you saw Mr. Hicks 3 hours prior at 3 AM. My 1,000,000 cents. This should clear up all of the remaining accusations. So this basically widens the time frame for the time of death, right? Yes, because Mr. LeBlanc saw the victim enter the elevator at 3 AM. It means that the time of death could have been anywhere between from 3 to 6:15 AM. The question now is, where was Mr. Hicks during that span of time, and what was he doing? I've got something to say. And you are? Yeah, oh. I'm Cami Mio. I'm a flight attendant. And what is it you wish to say? Well, I think your story's a little different from how I remember it. What do you mean, Cammy? I saw Mr. Hicks sitting at his seat at 5 AM, you know. What? How can you be so sure of the time? Oh, that's right. He pushed his car button while we parked at the transfer point. A message from Captain Hugo. This flight will be making a brief stop to refuel and transfer cargo in the Republic of Zangfa between 4 and 5 AM. We ask that all passengers remain on board at that time. Thank you for your cooperation. The stop we made for refueling cargo transfer is Zangfa, correct? Yes, it was from 4 to 5 AM according to our clocks. And during that time, did any other passengers leave? Or did any new ones board this flight? No, not a single person got off or on in Zangfa. What about the flight crew? The few who were handling the cargo transfer might have temporarily gotten on or off, but eventually everyone, including Cammy and myself, came back on the plane. So basically, you can assume that no one left or got on since your initial takeoff. Interesting. I should keep that in mind. Yeah, and I answered his call. I can tell you, Mr. Ackby Hicks was there in his seat when we took off again at 5 a.m. Alright, then that puts the time midway between 5 and 6:15 a.m. Okay, now, what time did you come down to the lounge, Mr. Edgeworth? I remember coming down here almost as soon as we left the Bear file. Mr. Edgeworth, were you really here in this lounge the entire time from 5 a.m. onwards? Unfortunately, yes. But how do we explain the footprints? You said the turbulence happened. My witness may have been mistaken. But what time I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator on the second floor does not matter. Because the entire incident concluded here in this lounge. Is that really what you believe, Mr. LeBlanc? Do you have another idea? I simply feel that there is something out of place in the scenario presented. Is there something that can tie this crime to a location other than the lounge? Yeah, probably this.
Take that!
The little piggy banks out of the in-flight shop. It's sold there and only there, and it's not displayed here on this lounge. Now then, how then did it find its way here? Don't you find that a tiny bit suspicious? Such a trivial point. What? It only means that you prepared it second for the shop first before coming here. It doesn't prove you're innocent at all. If I may, what is it? You see, well, it's just as Mr. Edgeworth says. Oh, and what do you know this so well? Well, it's just that the piggy bank was there in the shop. I saw it with my own eyes. And when was this? It was around 5:40 a.m.? Isn't that just before we hit that patch of turbulence? That's right. You were there in the shop just before the turbulence? Yes, I was. Come to think of it, Mr. Nero was there when I found the body. I believe you came out that door. Yes, I did. And what is beyond that door? That's a flight attendant's room. Then, you on the first floor? Yes. I had to do something in the shop, and in the flight attendant's room. So I went to the shop first, then to the flight attendant's room. Are you saying you passed by me at some point? Yes, you seem really into the issue of Sky magazine you were reading at the time. I don't suppose you noticed me walking by. I vaguely recall someone walking by, but I didn't take notice of who it was. Anyway, the piggy bank was actually there at the shop when I went there. Why did you go to the shop in the first place? I went there for work-related matter. Were you say? Yes. The upkeep of the shop was also one of my responsibilities. Why did you not say anything about that until now? What I want to know. In any case, I believe it's clear the shop... What? The shop needs to be investigated as well. Shall we head over there then? What is it now? Aren't you forgetting about something, Miss Rhoda? Don't you need the captain's permission to check the shop? No, I haven't forgotten. But I have already asked for permission to search the entire plane. So I think we're alright. Huh? That's weird. What is it? Well, I just talked to the captain, see? And he said he didn't give you permission to do anything like that at all. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Nero? It means she's lying. Go on, admit you are. You said that you had permission to search all over, but you don't. And yet, here you are. You flight, and what are you trying to do? Pull the sheep over us? The captain's calling for you, Miss Rhoda. Oh, but don't worry. I already got permission to search the shop from the captain. See, unlike you, I do things the right way. Mr. Nero. Why would you do such a thing? Please excuse me. Looks like I get to be in charge now. Please go back to your seat, Mr. LeBlanc. And then, now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you would follow me, I will be your guide from now on. There's something about Mr. Nero that has piqued my curiosity, but right now, investigating the in-flight shop is my top priority. Oh, I'm really mad. You better hurry and bring me some evidence. You could look into the shop. Don't number the birds before they're born. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, perhaps? Miss Merle. Meal? How about investigating the in-flight shop? You used to be asleep. Wake up. Yawn, huh? What's up? You just come with me so I can search the shop. Go on without me. I'll catch up to you later. Mr. Edgeworth, that's the attendance room. Please excuse me, it was a simple mistake. March 12th, Flight G390, first floor, in-flight shop. So this is the in-flight shop. It's because a mess in here, you think? I guess I'll have to clean things up then. Teehee. Hold on. You can't clean up a potential crime scene. Oh, thank goodness. I hate cleaning so much. This piggy bank was left at the crime scene. There's a very good chance the killer had paid this place a visit. I don't know much about this shop. You can still ask me about whatever. Notice anything? So what do you think about what happened regarding this case? I don't know. I guess I think you're the killer though, Mr. Edgeworth. I can assure you that I'm here in this shop to prove just the opposite. Yeah. But it was me that got you the permission to look around. You know? So don't forget that, okay? How am I supposed to thank you properly if you insist on falling asleep? Well, you know, what really show your thanks? You see that Empress over there? Sorry, but you're not going to make me do... Sorry, but you're going to have to make do with my words of appreciation. I didn't mean to re-talk to her. So this display case is a row of lifesavers and life vests for sale. We sell a lot of those when there's some kind of accident or something. But some people buy them even when nothing's going on. How about it, Mr. Edgeworth? Care to buy one? I sense the shop is one shopper away from being sued. Beautiful flowers and a beautiful arrangement. I feel cleansed just looking at them. Well, you're kind of stepping on a few of them, you know, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, excuse me. What are these? Oh, those are company's completely original line of suitcases. They're practically flying out the door, that's how popular they are. You should buy one and see how you like it, you won't regret it. Perhaps that's how things work in this flight, but in the real world, you try, then buy. I need to do something real quick. No way. But either way, it doesn't really matter. True. Either way, why would anyone buy a suitcase after they've boarded the plane? Anyway, see that? Just look at just look at all the Captain Yugo heads painting on their cute company mascot, isn't it? The fuck? They're painting on with a lot of care, but doesn't look like he's about to jump at you. It is certainly making something jump out of my stomach, jump inside of my stomach. Huh? I guess there's no fooling your refined taste. You looked like you really wanted to get one. And I thought I was finally going to make you my first sale, but you saw right through it. Glad that's done though. Never make me try to give you a sales pitch ever again, okay? But I never showed any interest in it to begin with. It really is pretty horrible, isn't it? You want to know something? This suitcase was designed by Miss Rhoda. Mr. Nero designed this. Yeah. It was a company-wide contest. Well, it does have a very sharp design sense. Sharp? Like stinky sharp cheddar, maybe. I really have no idea why the big wigs decided to go with it. It's so bleh. Mr. Nero designed this, did she? Is definitely not what I would have expected. What the fuck is happening? Jesus. You okay? I'm fine. Please watch yourself, Miss Miller. I think a suitcase really roll has got to be a safety violation. Here, I'll put it back. Stuffed toys, just like the one Miss Miller is holding, are on display here. They're relatively cheap, which explains why they're displayed so haphazardly. How would it be Sergeant? You know you want one too. They're great for when you're stressed. What do I envision a stuffed animal will be when she says that? All kinds of luxury brand name merchandise for selling this display case. And they're lined up with in just such a manner as to scream "buy me" to any passerby. The glass from this display case door is shattered all over the floor. It looks like there's nothing on display inside it either. But actually, I think there is something. What is this? A mini captain hat? There's a wide selection of souvenirs for sale in this display case. You know what I suggest? Sorry, I have no intention of buying souvenirs for this show. Okay, then how about you buy something from me then, as a present? I can't think of a single reason why I'd want to buy you anything. But I've had my eye on that pendant for such a long time. Try paying some attention to me when I ask you something, and then we'll talk. Okay. I've seen one of these before. Oh. The hat probably used to be on Piggy Banks' head. Let's give it a go and see. I believe this piggy bank was forcibly removed from the display case. Does this mean that the killer broke the glass to get at it? Really? Well, tell me you don't know what things go up where in the shop. Well, I don't. Miss Rhoda's in charge of this place, so come on. How should I know anything? I sense that further inspection of the display case is needed. The glass on this door is broken. Perhaps it was the killer who broke it in order to take the piggy bank. It's a bit odd that the inside of the case is so devoid of glass shard. Plus, the glass broke. What? Rather cleanly. What is it? I touched the glass and it cut my finger. It hurts, Mr. Edgeworth. It hurts. Please tell me you can deal with such a minor cut on your own. For security, there's a lock on this display case. Miss Miller, what may I ask you about this lock? The one who's in charge of the shop is Miss Rhoda, so she's got the keys to all of the display cases. I see. Oh, I bet you want to buy something. You want to go get the key from me? No thanks. No, that's alright. Read Mr. Airline related books on the shelf. History of Go-You Airlines, the future of Go-You Airlines. 7 wonders of Go-You. Fly on Go-You Airlines. Working name Go-You Airlines. You go you. Those makes it very clear that they won't be making a top sellers list anytime soon. Is this the same man as the one who portrayed the statue by the elevator? Yeah, that's Paperweight, the founder of Go-You Airlines, Mr. Hugo Hughes. And the cute one in the middle shot's the realistic one, and the top shot, that's a floral version. Floral? Are you sure about that? Let me guess, you said the first thing that came to your mind. Looks like I hit the bullseye. I think it fell out.
Eureka!
About what? If the killer had broken the glass to get a Captain Hugo bank. And there should be shards of glass inside the case itself. Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess it'd be like that. However, there's not a single piece of glass inside the display case. Nope. Nope, there isn't. Which means that the glass was broken from the inside out. The piggy bank must have fallen over from the turbulence and right through the glass. Yeah, that's for sure. There's so much glass all over the floor. I'm willing to bet that this was knocked off his head at the time too. Eh? That's nice. Which leads me to believe that the killer took Captain Hugo Banks from here after the turbulence. Don't you fall asleep. Take your power naps on your own time, Miss Meal. And listen when I'm talking. What? Well, the murder occurred before the turbulence, which rules this piggy bank out as the murder weapon. Do you mean the bank's not the real murder weapon? It's a fake? Yes, at this point, that is a very real possibility. But then what if, when the killer went to take Captain Hugo, they broke the glass by accident? The display case is locked, so that's highly unlikely. Yeah, but there's one person who could have. Oh, and who would that be? Miss Rhoda, of course. I mean, she's the one in charge of this place, so she has the keys and everything. Miss Rhoda Tenero, huh? But what does that change? I cut my finger with those bad pieces of glass. Don't blame the glass for something you did to yourself, just be more careful. Seems to you're the one walking all over them. All over broken glass? You sure you're okay? I'm fine. Any glass I walk on I crush, like this. That's nice. Just careful around the display case, okay? Wouldn't want you to get hurt. Compared to the glass around my feet, the inside of the case is nothing to be afraid of. After all, no glass fragment appears to have ended up inside. And I guess you can tidy up that case, right? Here's the thought. I'll start presenting everything. Okay, sorry, I wasn't the one answering people's comment feelings info. Sorry, Ace was at his seat at that time. What time was it? He got around 5 AM. You had your seat around there too, you know. I do recall people coming for service at around that time. Even if this turns out to be a waste of time, I must confirm. I just know that there is a vital clue or two waiting for me in this shop. It's weird I said this Piggy was in the shop, right? But find her a tiny bit suspicious? I don't think I can say either way yet. There's not enough evidence to convince me that she was lying about anything back there. You sure about that? I'd love to have this piece of jewelry. Can I have it? No, you may not. Persecutor, but do then why'd you show it to me? To prove that whether I'm a persecutor. That it's not possible for a persecutor like me to commit such a crime as. And she fell asleep. I don't know. I'll do it anyways, but... Okay. Yes, there's definitely something wrong here. Rather suddenly, tell me, Mr. Meal. Don't you think there's something strange about these suitcases? Oh well, sure. They totally ooze strange, like the color and the such. That's not what I'm talking about now. Pay attention. There's these suitcases are lined up a bit too prim and proper. Yeah, they look a bit uptight, don't they? But I guess they take after the creator. What I mean. These cases are only things undisturbed by the turbulence. Never mind. Let's try these suitcases myself. What's wrong? She makes a good point. It would be wiser of me to watch what I say out loud. They don't have these.
Take that!
As in, there are no stoppers in place on you. Without stoppers, one would think the turbulence would have sent it flying. And? It's very unlikely that the suitcase was placed here after we hit the turbulence. Let's take a closer look at it, shall we? Here's what similar to conscience, I'd say. Is it the murder weapon? It is disgustingly ugly. It appears to be unlocked. Let's take a look at what's inside. Oh, piece of cloth. And it's soaked with blood. It's very strongly tied. It's very strongly tied to her brother after all. So explain this to me. What does this suitcase have to do with the murder? I believe it's pretty safe to say the killer used this suitcase in some manner. Such as to move something, perhaps? Talking about the cloth, then? That alone is too small. A larger item would have needed to move what I'm thinking of. The thing I believe the killer used this suitcase to transport is the body.
Take that!
But in light of this, I'd say that Mr. Hicks was moved into the elevator from some place else, which means that the murder was committed in an entirely different location. You're saying that after moving the body into the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase in here and just left it? Exactly. What is it? Nothing, just that. I was thinking Mr. Rhoda said about coming here for something. I'd appreciate it if you could wrap up. Return to your seat. The cream contaminated by the time we land. I must stop that and insist I be allowed to oversee the preservation of the two sites. Under your supervision, of course. Sounds like fun. We can camp out and watch everything together. I found the proof that the real crime scene was not in the lounge. I have enough evidence to prove myself to be innocent of any wrongdoing. And yet, regarding what Mrs. Mio reminded me about Mr. Nero, I can't allow my investigation here. The truth may come to light. Hope Springs Airport. I was able to preserve the crime scene, but I can't shake it. I wasn't able to talk with Mr. Nero in private. My ears starting to hurt. So I'm left wondering, just what was she up to? Why did she do what she did? There must be a way for me to continue my investigation. I've been expecting you, Mr. Edgeworth. Franziska? I thought you were still in Germany. I go where I'm needed, and wherever there are criminals to be caught. Her name is Franziska von Karma, the daughter of my mentor, Venfred von Karma. She, like myself, is a prosecutor. Are you heading up this case? It will be a bit of a relief if you are. Don't you try to flatter me, Miles Edgeworth. I'm placing you under arrest. What? It's quite frustrating, actually. I had hoped to exact my revenge on you in a different venue. But I'll have to take what I can get. I never thought I'd see the day where a disciple of the House von Karma would become a criminal. Have you no shame? Wait. I'll be a big misunderstanding. I didn't kill the victim. A misunderstanding. I heard all about the murder over the police radio from the captain himself. He waited for the victim of the first one to beat him to death. Franziska, do you honestly believe I killed the man? I suppose I should reserve judgment until after I investigated this for myself. And put your arrest on hold until then. That's as it should be. I don't need a lecture on how to perform my duties from you, of all people. To be perfect in every way, the fulfillment of that creed alone is what I strive for. Well, I have my own creed which I must fulfill, so why don't we solve this together? I have this to get going. The crime scene awaits. Trust me, I have no intention to. Detective Gunshoe, yes sir. Too slow. Ow. Listen up. I'm leaving you in charge of watching this man. Don't mess up, understand? Mr. Edgeworth. I'm supposed to guard him? A simple yes or no, detective. I guess sir, understood, sir. You just leave it to me, Miss Miles Edgeworth. Interfere with my investigation, I'll arrest you on the spot. Are we clear? Now then, if you'll excuse me. Good to see you again, Miss Edgeworth. Sir boy, am I glad to see you're okay. Thank you, detective. I believe in you, so you can lean on me. I'll get you through this. I have to admit I'm a bit curious as to what Franziska is up to. Maybe I should ask the good detective. Very well. In that case, I have a few questions for you. Give me a second. I need to be right back.
I'll be right back.
I'm back. I'll be honest, I completely forgot I was streaming. What was I up to? Oh yeah. That being said, I do need to stop. It was kind of a short stream. It took about an hour and then I AFK'd for another hour. For another 20 minutes, I think. Sorry about that. But yeah, I need to go. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.